a diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Switch up, switch up. 44 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And able able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44, Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Trubisky on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
4 yards. First down, Detroit.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Carry on Johnson.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 45 on second down, Stafford dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Stafford on third down. Buying time to it, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Bears 7, Lions 0.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Jalen Mills.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Stafford to his 2nd-year tight end, Hockenson, for a Lion first down. Down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Carry on Johnson.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Carry on Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He returns this to the 22.
Daryl Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Throwing is Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught by Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, 44. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Move, move, move.
Again, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down at 5. Now Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And the Lions.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. They find some open field here. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Trubisky to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guy, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Allison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
2 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And the blitz does come. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
A gain of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marvin Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Yo. What's up?
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Stafford on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Stafford, it's complete, swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Robinson.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Looking downfield for Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jamie Collins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Fighting through pressure. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cohen, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A very solid gain of 27. I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming first. They need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards.
Stafford now to throw. Gets it quickly to Galladay. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.